I was talking with my mic off, I think. Can you guys hear me? All right, good. Because I was talking with my mic off apparently. Let's see, another gap down in the markets. I only have one position right now, and it's this DXCM that just refuses to go down. Otherwise, I'm all cash. I'm waiting for some opportunities. This INO is already up pre-market, which is unfortunate. It would have been much better if it had gapped down. But I think there may be some bounces coming. Codex is also gapping up. It's actually up like 45%, 43% from yesterday's low, so that's unfortunate. APT hasn't bounced yet. But I think a lot of these names can bounce 30, 50% even from these levels. And Twix, I'm still watching it. Right now I have no position. I held a position overnight on Twix, but I covered it the pre-market for a small loss. We'll see how it plays out. Other than that, let's see what's gapping. What is gapping? HTBX is gapping. HTBX. Oh, okay. All right. This one is gapping. GNMK. A lot of coronavirus names on my gappers list right now. Cosmos Energy. Well, some of these energy names had big bounces yesterday. There was one that was up over 100%. VIR, another Corona name, bouncing off rising support. Yeah, lots of triple ETFs and inverse ETFs up in pre-market. Okay. AY2U had an offering at 1:15 this AM, and the stock is at 190s right now, so we'll see. It's probably gonna go lower. It's probably an ignore for me. Then we had some earnings reports, another Corona name, TLSA, PDD had earnings, pretty decent revenue growth. When the market settles, I think this thing is gonna go higher. Needs this 38 range break. BQAYI, another Corona name. Just the other day I removed a bunch of names from my coronavirus watch list because they were too illiquid, and every day we get 2-3 new ones. It's incredible. And I think the virus is just starting to spread in the US. I think it's gonna get a lot worse over the next few weeks. So there's a good chance some of these names will get some insane momentum. Going forward. But right now there are not really a lot of great setups in these. I'll be looking for some tight setups intraday on APT, Codex and INO. Also Tesla is one I'm looking at a short side. It needs to break this 605, 608 area. And it will have easy $100 of downside. It's probably not gonna get there today. All right. Main watches will be Twix, INO, APT. NVAX, I think it's flagging. If it can go sideways one more day and build a higher low and build a tight day, I think it's gonna be a nice bullish looking setup. I actually have it on my watch right now, or I took it away because it was gapping down. But maybe tomorrow it could set up nicely if it can build another higher low and put in a tighter day than yesterday. I think it's gonna be a bullish setup. Right now I don't see anything there. Okay, markets are open. Let's see what we have here. Codex and INO are fading their gaps so far. I'm looking for them to find a bottom and maybe put in a tight range later in the day for a potential long. AYTU is strong. It's not going away. TYX just took out the opening range low, so I shorted. I shorted some. I may short some more below the 5-minute lows. AYTU, yeah, wow, holy shit, it's gonna have more volume than yesterday. Yeah, you're right, holy shit, the volume on AYTU. Oh, are you kidding me? We haven't even traded 5 minutes. This thing has the 27 million in volume. Yep, this thing is gonna trade more volume than yesterday at this rate. Holy shit. That's some insane volume. Look at this 60-minute volume candle. These are 60-minute candles. Look at this candle today. We haven't even traded 5 minutes. Wow. Wow. Absolutely insane. INO is about to take out the opening range highs. I don't want to chase it here. It could, I mean, this thing could go back to $8-9, but I don't want to chase it here. I don't want to chase it here. Wow, TLSA. Holy shit, look at this stock. BKYI also. There's some insane moves going on right now in some of these stocks. Oh, I know. I should have chased it. Fuck, I should have chased it. Oh, I should have chased it, I guess. Codex also. Fuck. Damn it. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's already up 10% from the opening range highs. Oh, come on. I hope someone of you got this. I know, because I sure as hell didn't. PHIO, what the hell is this? TBLT. Okay. Yeah, I know. AYTU. I talked about that little trigger at one. Was it one? Yeah, it's like 140s exactly. They had a clean trigger there. Unfortunately, I saw it like 10 minutes later. Yeah, it ran up 100% in like an hour. Which one is halted? Which one is halted? INO? Is INO halted? Oh, come on. Oh, it hurts. AIM2. Wow. These things are not going away. These things are not going away. They are absolutely not going away. which was my thesis for long, but obviously I mistraded it. Or actually I didn't trade it at all, which is even worse. I'm stalking this AYTU. I think this thing is packed with shorts, especially with today's offering. I wouldn't be surprised if it had a nice move later. Oh, APT triggered. This one I didn't miss. This one I didn't miss. This one I had an order set. APT, I think it could easily bounce back to like 12, 13 bucks. And INO, I think it goes back to 9, 10 bucks potentially. HTBX maybe for later. TVIX looks like I'm gonna get stopped out of this thing. APT, I don't know. I think realistically $12, $13. Really no resistance until like 13 bucks. That's like my first target. Mid 12s, first target. Man, Codex. Too bad is INO a Codex gapped up. Would have been so much better if they had gapped down or opened up even. AYTU is weakening here. INO. Yeah, there could be an entry at near 7. There could be, absolutely. Yeah, svensk. I'll get back to the book. It's better if you post those kinds of questions like after the first hour of trading. It's pretty busy the first half hour, but I'll get to it later. Codex up 42% on the day. Damn. It's up 16% from opening range highs. Ah. Oh, at least I have APT, but APT is the laggard. And I don't even have much size in this thing. I would have had like 3 times more size in INO if I had taken that one. AYTU almost traded 40 million shares, and we haven't even, market hasn't even been open for 20 minutes yet. Unbelievable. Yeah, AIM, it's not going away. Didn't it just get halted? Oh, it just got unhalted. Or never mind. Yeah, maybe for later. I'm gonna stock some of these names like HTBX, AIM, AYTU. I'm stocking these things for later. Codex, INO, obviously. INO is now pulling back to VWAP. Codex is the one holding up the best, and APT is holding up pretty well also. IMAC, what's this? IMAC. Oh, it's one of another Corona related. Okay, I'll put it on my watch list. Boom. There's so many. So many. I'm getting a headache just by thinking about these names. That's why I focus on the ones I'm most familiar with. TVIX. If it takes out the lows of the day, I'm gonna add more. But right now it's building higher lows intraday, so it could very well blow me out of my position. VIX is staying elevated. Yeah, VIX is building higher lows. AYTU is trying to reclaim VWAP here. Maybe later, if it reclaims VWAP and holds above it, could have a big run. With this kind of volume, it wouldn't be surprised to me if it goes to $4 today. Oh, you're long on AYTU. Grats. Had a big move yesterday. Had an incredible move yesterday. Okay, I know. Ideal scenario would be if it pulls back a little bit more, goes sideways for an hour or two, and then starts, perking off some kind of support mid or late day. That would be a nice risk-reward setup. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing bounces back to $9–10. APT is fading back a little bit. Yeah, it's a patience game. It's all about waiting. Markets haven't been able to put in any kind of bounce yet from these pretty oversold levels, so anything can happen. We could easily take another dump. If you look at this S&P 500 weekly chart, the 200 period weekly moving average has been a big support level for the past, well, for the whole bull market pretty much. And S&P 500 could very easily retest this thing and undercut it. That means we could go down another 5–10% easily from here. And Nasdaq, well, Nasdaq has been a bit stronger. For this one, the 150 has been support, but again, 10–12% more wouldn't surprise me. APT at VWAP, yeah. I'm not gonna look much at APT. I have a position and I'm just gonna trail my stop. I'm not gonna add more to it. But Codex and INO, INO, that's the one I'm looking at. Codex, I don't know, but that one. INO, this is an ultra liquid name. I'm looking forward to trade it later, potentially. HTBX faded even more. I'm gonna set an alert on it. It's flagging so far. HTBX has been building higher lows. I'll set an alert on it. This Zoom is not going away either. I think these companies like TDoc, Zoom, Team, these remote working companies will benefit enormously on this coronavirus stuff. Wow, TLSC back near highs. What an incredible name. It's already up 200%, and look, it's building higher lows intraday. Man, this thing could go to 10 bucks. AYTU is now above VWAP, or holding above VWAP. I'm looking at this. It's kind of been building higher lows. And it does have a range here in the 225 area. I'm gonna take a starter. If it can firm up a little bit more, I'll take a starter on it. What's the level? Okay. Oh man, AIM taking out highs. Ah. TVIX looks like it's trying to weaken here. It's been building lower highs since the open and also higher lows, but it looks like it's gonna make lower lows soon. Work? Yeah, work too. Yeah, Slack. Yeah, absolutely. This one hasn't as good of a short as the other ones, but JD, incredibly strong. Incredibly strong. CTO. I mean, this thing has been hitting new all-time highs daily. There's so many businesses benefiting enormously on this coronavirus stuff. And obviously the airliners and cruise ships are the ones that are taking the most damage. I took a starter, AYTU, 100,000 shares, 218. I'll add another 100 or 200,000 shares if it shapes up later. Right now it has reclaimed VWAP. With this kind of volume, I mean, it's just incredible. Like it had 20 million shares, 21.5 million shares traded first minute. We will see. 190 stop? No, 206 stop. How many shares did they offer? $9 million. That's about 9 million shares, okay. And it's already traded 43 million shares. This offering was irrelevant. TLSA tried to take out highs of the day, but failed back into range so far. BKYI looks like it wants to retest highs. Codex is at highs. INO is shopping around above VWAP. Very tight range on this Twix so far. Tesla is holding up well though. It is kind of building higher lows of this rising 65 EMA. It is building higher lows on the 60-minute chart, so that's a bullish sign for now. For that stock. APT is nearing highs of the day again. I only have 25,000 small shares. It's a very liquid stock, so I didn't have the balls to buy more. Okay, AYTU is starting to fade back. Maybe 220 break later in the day could be another trigger. Right now I'm probably gonna get stopped out of this starter. Or maybe not, I don't know. OneM is one of another stock like T-Doc, this telehealth theme. Broke out yesterday and looks like it's gonna have some follow through today. Wow, Codex, what a move. It's up 92% from yesterday's lows. Wow. What a move. APT is near highs. INO. It is getting tight here. Okay, I got stopped out of AYTU from that starter position. DWT is in a tight range. But this thing trades very highly correlated with the TVIX, so I don't know about it. probably not gonna trade it. APT, nice. I'll sell like a couple of thousand shares here. Wait, what? Holy shit, I apparently have 50,000 shares? No. Oh my god. Wow, I had a double order in. Oh my god, I made money on a fat finger. I basically never make money off a fat finger trade. Oh, holy shit. Wow, that was a pleasant surprise. I thought I had 25,000 shares, but I had 50. Oh my god, I had a double buy order in. Oh my god. I never make money. Like 95% of the time I lose money when I fat finger trades. Literally 95% of the time. Holy shit. I'm so lucky. If this thing had, you know, stopped me out, I would have put a stop for 25,000 shares. And maybe I wouldn't even have noticed I have 50. And what if the stock had gone down like $1 below my stop? I still hold 25,000 shares. I would be in a very different mood. I can tell you that. Oh, I just sold 10,000 shares. Up $1. Holy shit. Wow. This is literally like the 5% of the times I make money on a fat finger trade. Oh, GSX, China Education stocks, super strong. This thing is not going away. TAL also. TAL is a bit weaker, and EDU. They're all holding their uptrends. These things are gonna make big moves in a few months when this coronavirus thing blows over. Especially GSX, like this one is the absolutely strongest one, and it's the fastest growing. This one is this one and LK are the fastest growing stocks in the market right now. Except GSX actually had a profit last quarter, which is a good thing. Look at this thing. It's been building higher lows all the way. They can't take this thing down. Now, what do you think will happen to this stock once the market start bouncing? It's gonna double. This thing is going to 100. Definitely something I'm stalking. Wait, is AYTU back near range? If it takes out 220, I'm gonna rebuy AYTU. I will rebuy it. Because it shook me out, but if you look at the chart, this is the 1 minute chart, or you can look at the 5 minute chart, this thing has been building higher lows. And it's, oh, Zoom is starting to break higher. Yeah, I know it's setting up. I see it. Yeah, it's tight here, and it's holding above VWAP. But I'm thinking, yeah, and it's building higher lows. Yeah, it looks good. I just passed on it again because I found out I have a pretty decent position in APT. So I'll wait for INO. Hopefully it goes sideways for another couple of hours here. That would be an ideal scenario. Markets are starting to shape up. Twix is looking weaker here. I will add to this thing. Add, yeah, opening range lows. Absolutely is an add point. I will add. I have 3,900 shares short from the 1 minute opening range lows, but I'll add another 4,000 shares or so. TLSA failed the uptrend so far. BKYI. Okay. iMac looks like shit. Codex is up. Really? Codex went up 40% from opening range highs? Motherfucker. Wow. And that's the one I wasn't gonna trade. I was gonna focus on INO and APT. I thought Codex was the one. I mean, this thing gapped up like 15%. I didn't want to chase that gap up, and that's the one that went up the most. Oh, sometimes chasing strength is the best thing you can do. GSX triggered again. Okay, I'll sell some more APT here. But what if it goes to 15? You know what? I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna be really greedy here. My target on APT is 15 bucks. If Codex can go back into this range, like Codex is back at levels where it broke down. Why can't APT go back into its range, which is like 14, 15 bucks? Fuck it, I'm not gonna sell anymore APT. I'm going greed mode here. Mid 11s I'll sell tiny. Mid high 11s I'll sell tiny. TVIX, man, it's in a tight range here. Let's see, what are the other virus plays doing? Let's sort by volume. Gilead, over $400 million. Well, Gilead, it looks good. Had a big washout yesterday and it's back into range. INO, obviously. Codex, AYTU. mRNA looks weak. NVAX is breaking down. Yeah. I was hoping it was gonna build a higher low today, but nope, it's breaking lower. HTBX is holding up nicely. I'm thinking if it can, hopefully it can go sideways today, and tomorrow we get a trade of the mid-high 80 cent area. This is definitely a watch, either for later today or for tomorrow. IBIO. I'm putting it on watch. It is holding the rising 20 days so far. It actually bounced before it hit the rising 20 day. Okay, Twix looks like it's about to break down here. AHPI also back into range. This VXRT is holding a rising 20 day. Maybe tomorrow or later this week we'll get a setup on it. This thing looks like shit. COCP has no volume, but I'll set an alert on it. All right. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit bullish on. I'm getting more and more bullish on the Corona sector. INO, I guess I should have bought it of VWAP. Oh, why can't I pull the trigger on INO? I don't know what's wrong with me. There's something wrong with me today. Okay, APT, I'll sell tiny here. Something is wrong with me. Codex, maybe it will provide us with another great shorting opportunity, especially if we can get back to like 15 bucks tomorrow. Could have a nice little mean reversion trade. TLSA and BKYI both lost some momentum here. And AYTU also. This Twix doesn't want to break down yet. It held perfectly. The undercut the previous low by like 10 cents. Doesn't really want to break down yet. Looking at the 5-minute chart of the SPYs, we have been building higher lows. Mostly, with a few undercuts. And Nasdaq too. But obviously that could change at any time. AYTU finally broke down. That was actually a perfect breakdown. Higher, lower highs, a range break, and then a flush. And it's not even near the pricing. This thing priced at 115. It still has like 60 cents of downside easily. DWT took out the opening range lows. Yeah, Twix held so far. If it reclaims VWAP, I'm gonna stop out of my ad. It's all a patience game. Have to wait for the spots. Can't force any trades. I think DXM, if it closes below this 260 area, I'll size down. I have about half or maybe a bit less than half of the shares left that I bought 191 back in early November. But I'll sell another half if it closes below this Monday low or whatever that day is. PKYI is not going away. Now, if TVIX doesn't stop me out of my ad, I may add some more through lows of the day. Maybe only a few thousand shares, not gonna go heavy since I already have a decent position. But it's probably gonna stop me out. It's holding up really, really well. Okay, let's do another scan. TNDM looks good. Okay, I got stopped out of the starter, or sorry, the second ad on TVIX. But I'll reshort that ad if it takes out lows of the day. But right now, who knows? This thing could go to 300 today. Tesla. What's crazy about it? Does it matter what my stop is on Twix? Oh, TLSA. Oh, okay, TLSA. Sorry. Yeah. Wow, was this thing at the... Oh my god, I didn't realize this thing was the 1060 pre-market. Really? It went from $2 to 1060 in pre-market. Okay. Yeah, this thing is super volatile. This thing has 10% 1 minute candles. Like nothing. Look at this 1 minute candle. 15%. Boom. Look at this 1 minute candle. 19%. Boom. Look at this 1 minute candle. 23%. Incredibly volatile. Maybe if it tightens up later in the day, there could be a setup there. Just like there was on AIM yesterday. Like it shopped around early in the day, it got halted a few times, and then like midday, it got really tight. You can clearly see the tightness here. It perked off VWAP, had big volume breakout, and boom. Maybe there's something similar on TLSA later in the day, and BKYI also. Like yesterday was super boring. Only thing I traded yesterday, I think, was TVIX. I covered APT, INO, and Codex. But the only thing I really traded was TVIX a few times. And today there has been significantly more action. I am watching this INO late day for late day or mid or late day move. If I can find a setup where I can risk, I don't know, 20, 30 cents, there, I will trade it, but it's not ready yet, I think. Once it goes, it could go to 10, $11 to buy tomorrow. But I just need a tight setup. HTBX, this thing looks good on the 60-minute chart. Building higher lows, has a range here, has decent volume, slow price though. GNMK is fading, taking it off. You know what, I'm gonna cut the stream. This is like watching paint dry, and I'm getting tired of talking. You all know my game plan for the rest of the day. INO, TVIX. TVIX on backside, obviously. But it could very well keep going throughout the day, go back to 300 or something, which would be a good thing. The higher it goes, the better it's gonna be for later. HTBX, INO. Yeah, you know the game plan. I hope you have a great trading day. Don't do anything dumb. This market, there's so many opportunities. You really don't have to force anything. There's literally 3, 4, 5 really good opportunities every day, pretty much. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck.